are so many witches out there who get overwhelmed and they feel like they aren't practicing enough. So many of us have super busy lives and we don't have the time to do elaborate spells and rituals daily or even weekly. But we don't need to put this unnecessary pressure on ourselves because magic can be so simple. And I'm going to tell you 10 ways that you can easily incorporate magic into your everyday routine. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Dina. I am so happy to have you guys here. If you clicked on this video, you are probably just like me. You have a busy day, you don't always have time to practice, and sometimes you get down on yourself. You feel like a fake, you feel like you're not a good enough witch. But with these tips, you'll feel more connected to your practice. And these are also easy ways to work with your intention, work with your energy daily to really build up those skills, but in a way that's less overwhelming. So number one, use black salt in your meals. Now, black salt is often used in witchcraft for energy protection. For me personally, I love to use black salt in the morning to protect my energy from anything that may come my way because the day is not always easy and I like to keep a calm composure and really protect my own energy because it is sacred. Now, I got my black salt from a local spiritual shop, but you can also make your own. You can also find it online. But guys, this is the big key point. You have to make sure that it is culinary black salt because not all black salt is edible. There are so many different ways to create black salt. Some of them even involve grinding up the ashes from a cauldron after a burning ritual, and that kind of stuff you do not want to eat. The black salt that I own contains Himalayan pink salt, activated charcoal, and sage. So this one can be consumed, but not every black salt can be consumed. So please guys, be careful, make sure you do your research. I often like to sprinkle it on top of my avocado toast. That is just the one easy way I can use it, but there's so many different meals and dishes that need a little pinch of salt that you can sprinkle it on. Just sprinkle a little bit on your food with the intention that your energy will be protected throughout the day. Number two, bless your food and water before consuming. And some of you may be like, yeah, it's all intention, blah, blah, blah. I've heard it before. But guys, this is gonna blow your mind. There is so much information, like scientific data coming out about intention that is just so fascinating. If you guys have not read this book yet, I highly recommend it. It's called Real Magic by Dean Radin. This book will change your life and the way you think about things. In this book, he speaks about actual experiments that they did on the power of intention. And though there's so much information and so many different types of studies that they talk about in this book, there is one particular detail that stands out in my mind that I want to share with you guys today. Basically, he wanted to see if the power of intention could actually be tested. He wanted to see if it created scientifically significant results. And it did. In one of these experiments, they used tea. I'm going to break this down for you guys because I did not explain it very well in my video. So we've got group 1 and group 2. For the sake of this video, we are just going to focus on group 1, which believe that they got the blessed tea. If you want to know about group 2, make sure you go read the book. But group 1 was further broken down into 2 groups. We got the group who actually received the blessed tea, and then we got the group who did not receive the blessed tea. Even though everyone in group 1 believed that they received the blessed tea, the people who actually did receive it are the only ones who showed a significant increase in their mood. So that shows you the power of intention, and it's just so powerful. There's little things that we can do in our everyday life with our intention that has such an immense power on our life, such a big impact on the things that we do. Number 3, adornments, jewelry, things that you dress your body with. These can be made magical. You can actually charge your jewelry with an intention. A good way to do this is the night before you're about to wear it. Put it in some salt, some rose petals, different herbs. It really depends on what your intention is. If your intention is self-love, you might want to include something like rose petals. If your intention is protection, you might want to include something like sage. It really depends on what you are trying to achieve. But put it in a little dish with these ingredients, and you can even put it underneath the full moon to charge. But that's not necessary. If it's not a full moon, you could still use just the dish with the herbs and the salt. That will work just fine. And then when you put on your jewelry the next day, it serves that purpose. It's such an easy way to incorporate magic into your day, and it does not take a lot of time. Number 4, crystals. Use crystals in your everyday routine. Place them around your house. This is such a simple detail that will actually elevate your mood. There are different crystals that are well suited for different parts of your life, different rooms in your house. It is also personal, but here are some ideas for you. For example, if you have an office space where you work, you might want to include some citrine for abundance, for financial stability, stability, manifesting money. You can also put in some black obsidian. That is good for negative energy. Maybe you have some stress at work. Keeping this crystal in your vicinity is really gonna help with that energy. I like to put crystals like rose quartz on my bedside for self-love, but you can also put it in your bathroom. Maybe you need a little extra self-love. Well, putting rose quartz in the bathroom where you normally are not so kind to yourself may actually help increase that energy of self-love. I also like to put crystals like selenite and moonstone by my bedside table for intuition, just to help with lucid dreaming, any sort of intuitive hits in messages that I might receive in my sleep. There's also crystals that go well in the kitchen. There's crystals that are really great in the family room. Honestly, have fun with it, play with it, see what works for you, but being very mindful about your space and how you place things in your space is magic in itself, because that is working with intention. Number 5, I wanted to mention a 3-minute grounding meditation. And before you tell me, Dina, I don't have time to meditate. 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes is nothing. You can even do 1 minute if you can't sit still for 3 minutes. You can even do it on the toilet. If you're like, I don't have any time, I only have time for a bathroom break because I'm so busy, do it while you're sitting on the toilet. I'm not even kidding. Like, you could actually do that. All you have to do is close your eyes, start breathing a little bit deeper, slow down your heart rate, and imagine roots from your feet going into the earth. This is one of the most powerful meditations / visualizations that you can do, especially when you are stressed. Whenever I get stressed or hyper, I like to take a few moments to ground myself. How are you supposed to manifest good things if you're all hyper and stressed all the time? You're not going to. So you need to focus on grounding, and this is a beautiful, easy way that takes barely any time, guys. Barely any time. I highly recommend giving it a try. Number 6, make a wish at 11:11. This is something that I do every day now, guys, and it's so fun. First of all, I notice angel numbers all the time, and I don't know if you guys do, but the more observant you become and the more you pay attention, the more you see them. So while I'm working, I always see 1111, 111, 222, 333, 444, 555. It happens all the time, and it's really, really cool, and it makes me feel more connected to something outside of me. It makes me feel like I am on the right track. It's like angels or spirit being like, hey, you're doing well, keep it up. That's how I take it. So I highly recommend you guys do this too. And it can be as simple, again, as when you notice 1111, you make your wish. You put that intention into the universe, because if you keep doing this and you stay focused on that goal and that intention, it's gonna eventually come back to you. Number 7, this is kind of a meditation technique, but it's a little bit more of like getting into your body and reconnecting with your body when chaos is happening in your life, or just whenever you need to disconnect from the physical world for a little while and come back to you. I was actually taught this by my future mother-in-law, and what she taught me to do is put one hand on my heart and one hand on my belly and just breathe and just come back to your body. And this is a beautiful technique if you're feeling indecisive, if you're feeling unsure about something that's happening in your life, if you're feeling stressed. You can actually ask your body questions. You can do a sway test where you stand up and you ask your body a question, and if you sway forward, then the answer is yes, and if you sway backwards, the answer is no. You could do that, or honestly, you could just do it to bring yourself back to a calm. I try to do this if I get hyper and stressed out about something, if I feel self-doubt sneaking in and I need to come back to myself and what is my reason for doing this? Why am I being driven to go after these goals? Sometimes we get lost in our everyday life and our struggles and our obstacles, and we forget the purpose of why we started what we started. So take some time to come back to your body and really feel into why it is that you're going after this thing that you want to go after. This is such a helpful tool, guys, and I've honestly have found it has helped a lot with my manifestation. Number 8, use essential oils. This is something that you can easily do throughout the day that can change your mood so much. Do you have a favorite scent? Use that essential oil, use that fragrance to elevate your mood. If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling unhappy, take a moment to put a little bit on your wrist and inhale. I do this all the time. I find it's very helpful. I actually have a oil that is specifically for stress and anxiety that I keep on my work desk. And if I am not feeling good, I will take a moment to use that, deep breathe a little bit, and then come back to what I was working on. Essential oils are often used in magic. You're using an oil with an intention. That is something very simple that is magical that you can do in your everyday life. Number 9 is one of my absolute favorites, and it is to listen to witchy podcasts. I like to do this while I'm working. Sometimes I have to do some mindless tasks like data entry, and I get so bored out of my mind. So what I like to do is I like to put a podcast on in the background about a subject in witchcraft that is very interesting to me, and it keeps me occupied It makes me feel a little bit more connected to my practice while I'm doing something that doesn't connect me to my practice. You can use it while you're cleaning. I love to put some headphones on while I'm vacuuming, and if you don't have the energy to practice, you can still consume witchcraft information and feel connected to your practice and feel like you're progressing without putting in a lot of work. Number 10, pull a tarot or oracle card. It doesn't have to be a full spread, guys. And some of us get overwhelmed because we are all or nothing kind of people. We're like, we want to do the whole spread. We want to do the whole reading for ourselves, but not everybody has time for that every day, and you shouldn't beat yourself up because of it. If you want to get better as a tarot reader, but you feel like you don't have enough time to practice and you feel bad about yourself, pick one card each day. It takes 5 minutes to pull a single card and interpret it. So you can do this first thing in the morning. I think this is a perfect way to start off your day, but you can also do it before bed for the next day. Maybe ask spirit for a little bit of advice to tackle the next day. This is something that is so simple, guys, and it's so relaxing and it's just fun. If you guys want to see more helpful videos like this one to help with your witchcraft practice, you guys gotta check out my grimoire playlist. I have other informational videos like this one, plus my spells and rituals that I've shared with you guys. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel because I put up new content every single week and you wouldn't want to miss out on it. And before you leave this video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It definitely helps out my channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.